Hey everyone, it's a Crabcast that is 17 minutes late.
It's not actually surprising because we have to have some kind of technical difficulties every week. So
we worked through last week's, and now
it's not a Crabcast without technical difficulties.
Anyway, I'm Holly.
Yeah, and I'm Lizzy. We're apparently the same person.
Your sisters, at least.
Right.
At least.
We decided to make it even more confusing this week by both wearing glasses.
Yeah, well, I'm out of contact lenses because I need to go get my prescription renewed, and it expired. Whoops. So it's glasses time for me.
Know your priorities.
Yeah. Well, it's Comic-Con, man.
It's true.
We have 57 viewers, so we are getting back our groove that we lost. There's like 20 people who are like, fuck this, it's too much. Maybe they'll come later. I have a delightful peach lambic that I'm drinking that was given to me as a gift by Karen and Patrick Weeks, who are writers and editors at BioWare. What are you drinking, Lizzy?
So I am drinking Ballast Point Brewing Company's Sculpin, which is an IPA, and it has some kind of like weird rockfish or something on it. I don't know. It's okay.
And what are you pretending you're drinking, Holly?
I'm drinking actually lychee tea, lychee black tea from Tea Sparrow in my owl cup. Because if I drink any beer, I'm just going to fall asleep.
So is black tea going to make you wake up?
Yeah, that's caffeinated.
That's the point. So I don't want to be like super snoozeville crabcast. Oh, I'm still
in a 30-minute crabcast.
I'm just enjoying my tea.
Holly's just treating this as like a Picard like view screen video chat.
Look how cute it is. Look at it.
Is it hand wash only?
I don't know. I bought it off of Etsy.
Well, maybe you should contact the seller and ask those sorts of relevant questions before you destroy your owl mug.
I try to hand wash my mugs anyway.
I'm also
they're my mugs.
Drinking mine out of my Renaissance Pleasure Fair cup that I got like 2 years ago.
Excellent choice.
Yeah. So Lizzy's going to start off the Crabcast in grand fashion with a segment that we keep saying we're going to do and we haven't done it yet, called Our Favorite Comments from Last Week. So Lizzy, it's your turn because Holly was not able to and I had a lipstick accident. It's your turn to read the comments that you loved from last week. Everyone, it's hard for us to multitask because it's hard enough for us to click the start broadcast button.
To actually get the hangout to show up live.
There wasn't a start broadcast button in the other link. Anyway, so because it's so hard for us to even talk to each other and stream this, we are not going to diligently read the comments until after the Crabcast, but we don't want you to feel like you shouldn't talk to each other, so you should talk to each other and leave us funny comments, and your comment might get chosen for next week.
That's right. Feel free to move about the cabin. So in all of the hullabaloo of trying to figure out which hangout to go into, I closed the window that had my favorite comment in it.
Oh my god.
So I apologize. I don't know who I should attribute this to, and I'm probably going to mangle the comment. But the comment was something to the effect of, Jessica admits, like this week on the Crabcast, Jessica admits she wants to, pardon my language, fuck everybody. And and Lizzy is unperturbed, which I think really does sum up our relationship. I'm just chronically nonplussed.
Most of my favorite comments from last week were the people who rightfully pointed out that Lizzy and I were having cyber sex with each other and our friend Casey.
We were role
it was basically cyber sex. I don't remember how explicit it was.
We were cyber sex role play.
We were having cyber sexting each other as our teachers. And that was my favorite discussion point from last week that a lot of you brought up, rightfully so, that I never really thought of. I was like, the Java Igloo, it was like a role play game. Yeah, it was.
An
was
RPG.
A key in the bowl. We should call it like Key in the Bowl. It's that section of the comic book store where you have to walk behind a curtain to get to.
Or they have like the like plastic panel things that they stick in front of like nudie mags.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
Gas stations. It's like that. But anyway, you all didn't have comments, which I'm just going to say I'm pretty disappointed.
I just summed up like my favorite discussion point. But the reason that the Crabcast was late today, unless you're watching this later, in which case you're right on time. But the reason it was late today is because we had this grand plan, as we always do, that this time we're going to be super ahead of time. And then we had a hard time inviting each other to the Crabcat. I still haven't figured out how email invites for hosts work, but then I figured out you could just use the link. But I think I switched back and forth between my account and who was hitting their keyboard?
Holly.
Or
it was Orpheus, apparently.
No, I was someone in the chat was saying dirty things, so I marked them as spam.
Oh, okay.
What were they?
They were saying F her right in the P, and I was like, no, you're getting out of here.
Right, F her right in the P?
My favorite comment for next week.
And I was like, no.
Orf, though.
That's inappropriate.
I was inappropriate. No, Orf isn't here. I was just...
Why'd you... Oh, you were blaming it on Orf.
Yes, I was blaming it on Orf.
I thought the whole thing was a confusion.
No, I was actually marking someone as spam who was saying no-nos in the chat. I was like,
Well, we encourage inappropriate comments on the Crabcast, just not like that.
Yeah.
Inappropriate comments that have a point and are funny.
Not talking about...
And he said it like 5 times, and I was like,
Yeah, once, we'll look over it, unless it's really rapey. But 5 times, that's...
But if it's kind of rapey, that's okay.
So
there's like the line.
Yeah, there's. I have the mail for today as well. So if you want to do mail.
Yes, we will do mail. So the reason we were late is because we couldn't figure out the invites this week, and then I realized that I could just share the link. Then I said, okay, gang, let's meet 15 minutes before the Crabcast, and we can work out all of the kinks. So then I had a lipstick emergency, and I was the one who was late. What happened was I was like, I don't really have time to put on a bunch of makeup, so I'm just going to like smudge some stuff on my face because all my makeup is actually in my car. And I pulled out this lipstick, and I was like, oh, I'll use this lipstick. And then I put it on my mouth, and it like smushed in my face. Like the whole tube of lipstick like smushed all over my mouth.
How does that even happen, really?
It was like as if I was trying to like apply melted cheese onto my face, like you put a string cheese in the microwave.
What?
And it still has some form until you push it against your mouth, and it just like collapses.
Okay. Query, how do you know what string cheese in the mic? Like, who puts string cheese in the mic? Never mind, you do.
Anyway, so it's basically that consistency, which everyone can imagine. So I've just got this like smushed Crayola crown on my face.
Crayola?
Crayola. That's the other. It kind of was like, haven't you had when waxy crayons melt and you don't realize they've melted, and then you try to use them and then they squish everywhere?
You know what was terrible about that? Rose art. Rose art makes hands down the worst crayons of any crayon I've ever used.
Yeah. They were like translucent. Don't you remember? I remember them being like, this isn't a color. This just looks like earwax.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it was. It was like, imagine using a candle as a crayon.
Yeah.
That's basically what happened. So that was all over my face, and then I like wiped it off with my hands, and then it was all over my hands, and then I decided to drop the lipstick in the sink, and then it's all over the sink. So now it looks like someone got blood all over the sink. So that's why we were late. And then when I came here, it wouldn't let me click the go live button. So there's just so much drama. But I did realize that I can edit down videos after they've been posted. So who knows, if you weren't here to hear this right now, maybe you'll never hear this. Maybe I'll decide to delete this whole thing. Hey everyone, welcome to the Crabcast. I'm Jessica.
I'm Holly.
I'm Lizzy. I like science.
Why, Lizzy,
I
would
like
you
owls.
to share... What about science owls?
Like, oh, that's the cutest thing.
Just owls.
Except for the owl that Holly got compared to a million times during Comic-Con, who is sciencey. He does a science experiment.
Oh, you mean the Tootsie Roll owl?
Yes.
Lizzy heard it too. I was like, well, how many weeks does it take to get a Tootsie Roll? And I'm like, that's not what this character is.
And then I came up with the best comeback ever. I'm going to pat myself on the back. Probably as many times as I've heard that comment.
That was good.
That's a funny one.
It was good. No, yeah, Lizzy helped me walk around in Blathers, which I saw in the chat. People were asking how hot it was. I had a computer fan that I had rigged up, and it broke, and so it was super hot, but it was still really fun. I mean, I got out of it and I was just like drenched. Lizzy saw me. I was like, hey guys, hug me. Also, you don't know what's going on in here, but it's really nasty.
It's like a Roman sauna in here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I was like a sauna, but it was fun, and I couldn't have done it without Lizzy's help guiding me around, because I would have like literally accidentally kicked a baby and felt really bad.
You actually kicking a baby.
You actually did run to a number of strollers, so.
Oh, the strollers though, they're like built like tanks. They were fine. And if you have a stroller at Comic-Con, like, I mean, that's just a recipe for disaster. I feel like. Can you imagine having a stroller at Comic-Con? How would you get around? Like, you might as well just give your kids some, like, spikes to hold and just, like, go for it.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't, I mean, I know parents want to bring their kids to Comic-Con, and that's, like, fine, but, like, why can't you use one of those, like, backpack things?
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah.
Like the actual...
What about when the kid's too big for a backpack, but they still have little legs and they get tired all the time?
That's when you build them a costume that's appropriate to their age, such as a wagon. Put them in a wagon.
How is a wagon any different?
That's not any better.
Well, I feel like drag it, though. Worse. No, you can drag it instead of push it.
Can't you drag a stroller?
What?
Have you seen anyone ever drag a stroller?
It'd be
Unless
funny.
it's like a child abuse case.
No, this is a lovely little bit of foresight into Jessica's future parenting,
God,
in which she sort of disaffectedly like drags a stroller behind her.
At least for anyone who is a parent in our audience, I was sympathetic and know that sometimes kids are big enough that they like can't be in one of those baby Bjorn swings, but they're little enough that they get fucking ass tired really fast and they need to sit down. So
well,
I think that's what the tank strollers are for.
Well, okay, like here's my opinion on it, which is if they're old enough to complain about being tired all the time, they also probably need frequent bathroom breaks, right? Because they're not wearing diapers. So it seems to me like every time you take them to the potty, you could rest.
In the potty?
Not in the potty, in like I don't know,
I just think that kids
or...
are, like tiny kids are even worse than cosplayers in that like you're not going to get anywhere at Comic-Con.
It's true.
Yeah.
Anyway. Lizzy, tell everyone about the glow cloud. Tell everyone about how great your glow cloud was.
Okay, yeah. So I'd been planning this glow cloud for weeks and weeks and weeks because it was my first cosplay, I think, since I was in college, which was longer ago than I care to admit.
5 years.
Thanks, Jessica.
Sorry, I keep getting homecoming.
It was 6 years. It was 6 years for Holly, so that makes me feel a little better.
Oh wow, throwing someone else under the bus makes you feel better. Holly's like, my age is relative.
As you do. Anyway, so I had been planning it out, and I'd laid out everything, all the components and things like that. So what the glow cloud was is that ultimately was one of those like kitschy sort of dorky umbrella hats, right, that I've never actually seen anybody wear in real life, but Amazon has like 30 varieties of $5 umbrella hats that you can use. And so it was one of those umbrella hats with that like polyester stuffing, like kind of like formed onto it, with sort of this array of LEDs underneath, which had microcontrollers to control this sort of pulsing. And of course, as always, I choose a project that is far more ambitious than I have time, than I have time for.
As you do.
So, as you do. And so ultimately, it just wound up being like a complete disaster at the end in terms of like trying to finish it. And all of us, we were in the hotel room, you know, getting ready, and it was really funny because we sort of kept going back to the Heroes of Cosplay thing, where it was like, will Team Crabcat finish in time for their cosplay of a very popular podcast called Welcome to Night Vale, premiering at San Diego Comic-Con, which is arguably the best con and largest con in the entire world, with over 3 trillion attendees.
At least that one would be like kind of the truth, instead of being in like Kansas City and having the announcer be like, it's the biggest convention in the Midwest with 3 billion people at it, and one of the most high-profile costume contests ever seen this side of the Meraki Mountains. And
you're going to say the Prime Meridian.
The Meraki? Wait.
Making a name. This side of the...
What the hell is the Meraki Mountains?
I just made it up because they're just like blah blah blah.
The struggle is real.
Oh my god.
Speaking of struggles that are real, I have really sensitive skin, and I can't find my like Super Solve makeup remover adhesive stuff, and so I cosplayed as Kevin from Welcome to Night Vale. If we had our shit together, we could have all had like a spread of our costumes, and I could have screen shared and gone to it, but I didn't.
Yeah, but,
so I did Kevin, and I still can't get my tattoos off.
I'm sorry.
Like, literally, this old woman at the grocery store told me I had a badass tattoo, and I was like, oh, thank you.
But it's like it's half rubbed off.
Well, now it is, yeah, because I keep like going like this and trying to rub it off. This one's sticking pretty good. The only part that's come off is its little antler right there. But that one makes me want a deer tattoo. I think that'd be so cute. A deer tattoo.
It probably, for you, it fits perfectly, but Holly's convinced I should get that giant-ass rocket tattoo.
Yeah, I love the rocket.
Yeah, you should get a rocket tattooed on you. Also, I wanted to show some of my Comic-Con spoils, and I stood in line for one thing and one thing only, and that was a little Hannibal. Here, you can see him here. He's such a cutie. I was really worried that it was going to be sold out. It wasn't. It was okay. But when I took in, I got a few other toys, and I bought Holly a Rocket Raccoon exclusive.
It's so cute.
And I got Lizzie BMO, and I got this one because I thought, I don't know, maybe I would keep it for myself, or maybe I would find someone who really likes Princess Bubblegum more than me.
I also jumped in when you were like scrambling at the last minute to get an extra like giant bag.
Oh yeah, because I was so excited.
Because you were so excited.
I tweeted at Funko Pop, and I was like, I'm so worried I'm not going to get the Hannibal. It's all I want. I never stand in line for toys, and I'm freaking out. And I was like actually kind of screaming in the line because the line wasn't moving, because they kept letting in there wasn't a lineup if you had the like disability badge. So I think people were just kind of cutting in with like the disability like non-line line. And there was another area where if you were getting this like Tokyo whatever, that you didn't have to stand in the line. So I think people were abusing the system that way as well, because my line didn't move at all for like ages. But finally I got in and I got it, and I took it out of my backpack just now to show everyone, and I noticed that, look, this one's pristine. They were next to each other, and look what happened to Hannibal. All I can assume is that Hannibal was trying to get out of the box. Because there's like no way. I don't understand how this happened. I'm not upset because I'm not giving this to anyone. You're
not gonna jack up the price and resell it like you goddamn son of a bitch. Whoever did that last year for the Black Edition Boba Fett with the Han Solo and Carbonite. There's a special place in hell for people who buy like 5 of them, and then as soon as the con is over, put them on eBay.
Not even as soon as the con was over. People just walked like 5 booths over and put it down, and they were like $40, and buy them for 15.
Anyway, I did get the exclusive I wanted this year because Jessica so lovingly used her position in the Funko booth to, at the last minute, buy this because I was like, well, fuck me, I'm never going to get this this figure. And it is a 3 3/4 inch fully posable action figure of the Rocketeer. It is the special Comic-Con color variant edition. And it's awesome. So thank you for getting that so I didn't have to wake up at like 3 a.m. to wait in line.
Hannibal Lecter in my soup. Monkeys and rabbits loop-de-loop.
Ew.
He's so awesome. Holly's been rescuing birds, and I think that Holly needs to name a bird that she's going to go rescue Dr. Lecter. Everyone vote in the comments because this pigeon has seen a murder.
It's true. It's true.
There's no other more appropriate name than Dr. Hannibal Lecter for a pigeon that has seen murder. Why would you want to downplay the excitement of this story? We don't know if the pigeon's seen murder.
Well,
we don't know if Hannibal's actually a psychopath.
But he needs adopted, so.
He needs to be adopted.
The pigeon I have in the room right now that appeared in Chad's backyard has an infection, so I'm trying to like nurse it back to health, but he's not doing very well.
Oh no!
Yeah, he's really sick.
Can we see him?
No, he's too sick. He's really sick. He's all hunkered down. He's in I have like a dog kennel, like a little dog kennel that I put the sick ones in, and so he's on a heating pad in the little dog kennel, which reminds me I have to go turn it back on again. So he's on a heating pad with some towels, and I had to tube feed him some antibiotics today I got from Lizzy, who is the other pigeon rehabber. She gave me her antibiotics to give him, and so tomorrow I'll give him the antibiotics again if he's still doing okay, but I don't know if he's going to be okay. I mean, if he gets over it and starts getting better, because he's a pet pigeon that was outside, so like someone had lost him. He's not a feral breed. He's not like a breed of pigeon that you would see, running around. So we'll see if he makes it, but he's better off here with me than, starving in the wild, so we'll see.
Hannibal Lecter, Hannibal Lecter, Hannibal Lecter. Oh, I'm never going to get old of this. This is like the best pigeon name ever. Fine, don't name your pigeon Hannibal Lecter. I will get a dog someday, and I'll name him Dr. Lecter.
All right.
What are you gonna yell at him when he misbehaves?
Dr. Lecter, of course.
What, like a parent where they say your full name?
Yes, I'll just be like, Dr. Lecter, you get your nose out of there.
But his name isn't like, you're not gonna be like Dr. Hannibal Lecter.
No, that's ridiculous. Who yells at a person and not only calls them by the first and last name, but by like their title?
When I get my degree, I'm going to insist on it.
Orf looks like a jaguar.
So,
Holly, do you want to read us some Crabcat mail that came in the PO box?
After we do this kitty dance. Kitty dance, kitty dance, kitty dance. Oh, he's not happy about this kitty dance. Okay, bye, Orf.
Yeah, he was doing some high kicks there.
I'm out of wet cat food, so he's acting like a victim right now. All right. So first thing is first. This is from Katrina Fenton, who, if you remember, her little girl has taken many pictures with us. And I'm saving all the addresses so we can send letters back. She made us these lovely, I think they're like painted glass, like in tinfoil.
Yeah.
Paintings of me and Jessica, our characters. They're framed and everything.
Hang on.
I don't even know.
I keep holding them up. I want to see.
Well, she has to say something because everybody else won't be able to see it.
Yes, I'm going to tell you about them. So there's Jessica.
Thanks, Google Hangouts.
With the Inquisitor symbol, and there I am with a little N7 symbol badge, and it says our names, and they're very cool. And I don't know how she made them. They're really neat. It's like she painted on the glass. I also like how Jessica has this like crazy pink color behind her. She's like, Morgan would like pink.
Yeah,
I know, it's neat. I like the Inquisitor helmet.
Yeah, look how neat it looks.
it's pretty rad looking.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Katrina. We're gonna hang these up in the garage or wherever we decide to film Crabcat stuff, because the garage is a mess. So we should probably put them someplace nicer.
Yeah, we'll figure out a filming spot.
Yeah.
We just need to get one of those
creepy
like storage spaces. We should get a creepy storage space, like
Hannibal.
Hannibal doesn't have a storage space. Dexter does.
Okay.
No,
right.
no, in Silence of the Lambs. Well, okay,
oh my
I guess
God, we're not going to ruin the cute male with more serial killer talk. So
that's okay, Lizzy. We can shop talk later.
All right, chop shop.
Chop talk.
This was from
chop.
This was given to us. I don't know who gave it to us, but this was given to us at Phoenix Comic Con. Someone gave it to me. It's me and Jessica. I just thought I'd share that as well, because it makes you laugh. Well, I have giant eyes, and it got a little wrinkled, but it's also going in our hang-up pile. Next, this one says, sorry for the cat hair on it. There's a little picture of a kitty on the back, and it's quite all right. This one has, hold on, I need to make sure. I don't want to lose the stamps inside today sometimes. Oh, yeah, there it is. This one has a drawing of me and Jessica. Super cute. Look at that. Look how cute that is.
That's so cute.
It's so kawaii.
I know, it's so kawaii. It looks
so
like
kawaii.
It looks like I have little like owl feathers in my hair. It's so cute. And I love Jessica's bangs.
I know. I wish my bangs looked like that in real life.
They had like that anime like sparkle to them.
That sheen.
Yeah, so that's adorable. I'm putting it down here. And they sent us a lovely letter. There's things falling out of it. I think this is their address to send them a letter back. Oh.
Okay, well, don't show that.
No, I'm not.
Because, like, I want to put it in my pee is going to, like, send awful emails and letters. Like, can you imagine if you were, like, an internet commenter and you didn't have the internet, and if you wanted to write, like I want to stick my pee in that V or something, like, gross, like, you had to send someone an actual...
Pee in my V.
I'm going to stick that pee in my V. That if you wanted to write that, you had to actually, like, mail someone a letter and wait and give them, like, a postage stamp and wait for a response.
I love the idea of, like, email chains that are, like, it's like, LOL, you know, you're such a loser, and then you go to the post office and you mail that, and then you get this, you know.
Yeah, the
back. Oh, there's your little bird. Look at this little bird. Tweet, tweet.
It's very cute.
So cute. Anyway, she says, her name's Elizabeth Schaefer, and she says that she was inspired by, so that her and her friend are inspired by us, and they got into cosplaying, and her friend cosplayed, and I thought it was awesome. And she said she wants to overcome her anxiety and try to catch us at one of the cons. And having, like, pretty much that all of us have anxiety, I think, do we have any advice for Elizabeth for overcoming her anxiety?
As an Elizabeth also with anxiety. Meds? No. I don't know, like, the reason why I hadn't cosplayed in so long was because I have sort of really debilitating anxiety. And, I mean, cosplay is a really good way to sort of alleviate that, I think, because, you know, typically, you know, people focus on the costume. And so for me, at least, it's sort of like a shield, if that makes sense, which I don't know is necessarily the healthiest way to deal with that sort of thing, but... I think in the for people in the know, they call that avoidance.
In my dissertation, I interviewed Lizzy, but I gave her a pseudonym, so
which you can't say because
No, I of course not. That would be against like my ethics. But I gave Lizzie a pseudonym, so you can try to find her. Except you can't because I like it's still unpublished and I haven't revised it. But anyway, but Lizzie said something along the same lines, and it led me to the point where I was like, cosplay either reveals an aspect of yourself that is normally hidden, or it disguises an aspect of yourself that is normally showcased that you would like to like lose yourself in cosplay.
Yeah, I mean it's very much you get to choose who, the sort of persona you want to project, I think. And so if I want to project somebody who is, confident and excited, I can do that. Right? I don't have to, seem as neurotic as I do in real life. So when I
was in seeing a therapist before she broke up with me.
Whoa! You had a therapist break up with you? That's pretty bad.
It happened because she moved on to a new clinic and they didn't take my insurance. But I still feel like
that's different than that's much different than
they were just like I'm done.
Yeah, but like rage quitting.
Well,
like, I'm sorry you're done.
She stopped returning my emails after that, so it was a very traumatic experience. Anyway, so she told me to find something that I think is soothing, and if I feel anxious, I can experience that thing. So I used to have this like Disney sing-along tape that I remember very fondly as a kid. And so if I was feeling anxious, I would remove myself from the situation if possible, and I would go watch my Disney sing-along tape. And this is when I was like 20. So there's no shame in making yourself happy, even if it's a Disney sing-along tape, if it makes you feel less anxious.
It's true.
Or cosplaying so that people can't see your face.
It's true. But yeah, excellent advice. Thank you, Elizabeth. Also, your drawings are great. You're super talented. Never give up. Never surrender. Our next letter is from Xander Frey, and he says he watches the Crabcast, and he says, you, Jessica, and Lizzie are awesome.
Oh my God, I never get mentioned. I always feel like Shemp, the lost three, of like the Three Stooges, the lost member, or that like Shemp or whatever his name was.
Which one's that? There's Larry, Curly, and Moe.
Exactly.
There's not a fourth one.
Nobody remembers him.
Is there a fourth one?
No,
in the Three Stooges?
And Xander watches the Crabcast, so he may be here now.
Holly's just like
I'm just moving on. I just want to get to because this is really cool. He's building a costume and character for cosplay. I'm also building it to volunteer time visiting terminally ill kids in local hospitals.
Oh my God.
That's awesome. Cool. And this is his super sweet Jedi picture that he signed for us.
Awesome.
And like a Jedi background doing like Jedi things.
That's
actually no, I'm sorry. He's Sith. That's not Jedi. I'm totally wrong. He's a Sith.
He's Sith.
So
he's definitely
he's Sith, which is way cooler than being a Jedi.
It's debatable.
It's but anyway, thank you, Xander. And he sent a stamp too, so we can send a letter back. Most of these people sent stamps, so we'll all have to get in the same room soon and send them all letters back.
All right.
All right, so there's that one. The next one is this is a lovely postcard, and they said, this is from Diana. It says, I just wanted to let you know that I love what you and Jessica and Crabcat do. You guys really inspire me. You're definitely my favorite too on Heroes of Cosplay. Yay. And she drew a little owl. She drew an owl because obviously I'm a little biased for owls. And
that's a really sweet owl. Is that like that? I can't. Is it pastels?
Canvas. No, it's black canvas with I think like a silver pen. Yeah, it's really cool. And that
is awesome.
Yeah, it's super sweet. She also sent a stamp, so send her a letter back. And now we have our final letter is from Karen Olba. You remember Karen?
Yes, Karen.
I don't know. I still don't know how to say it. I'm like the worst. She has like an amazing like Scandinavian sounding last name, but I keep pronouncing it wrong. And she sent us a lovely little card. And let's see. And she said, hold on. She's super excited for Dragon Age Inquisition, Jessica.
As she should be.
Shill.
Your work's been a huge inspiration over the years. It was amazing to see what you and the rest of the Crabcast team did at SDCC with your Mass Effect group, and I'm very something. We're inspirational. I'm terrible at reading handwriting because I have terrible handwriting. So, anyway, she sent us presents, Jessica. You ready for this?
Yes.
She made, because she's amazingly talented. If you guys haven't checked out her work, she did an Inquisitor that was super awesome. She's done a Destiny cosplay. It's amazing. She recently did Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy, which is like out of this world. So she made us two little, and she does a lot of like awesome Warbler work, two inquisitorial badges with blood on them. And they're little buttons
sweet.
That she signed the back. So whichever one you want, Jessica, if you want the inquisitorial symbol or the helmet.
I'll let you choose.
They're so smooth, too. I can never get Warbler that smooth, but she, like, gets it, like, shiny. She's so talented. It's ridiculous. But anyway, so thank you, Karen. You rock. Keep being crazy talented. And,
thanks, Karen. And thanks for everyone who sent us letters or care packages or artwork. If you want us to write to you, you can send us a letter or a piece of artwork and a self-addressed envelope or stamp or something, and to our P.O. box, and maybe we will post that in the description. For sure we will, because I couldn't find it a while back when I was looking for it. So,
but yeah, and make sure you don't, if you're from another country, you don't need to include another stamp, because I can't use those stamps, or we can't use them to send them back to you. And a lot of lovely people have sent me like stamps from Canada, and I'm like, these are really neat, but I can't send you a letter back. So we will just send you something back, because we can't use international stamps, and that makes me sad.
But international's far away, so that's cool, and you deserve for us to shell out some money for you.
Exactly. It's not that much, but like it just made me sad. It's like, oh no, you sent one of your stamps, which is probably worth more than the American dollar anyway. So sorry.
Speaking of Dragon Age Inquisition, look at this little beauty that I'm putting here. Let me turn it around so you can. I'm installing it into my PC this week.
Oh, is that a
sweet graphics card?
Yeah, it's the AMD R9 290X. It's the I felt really bad because I was excitedly talking about it, and everyone thought that I was just trying to pimp the company out. And I was like, no, it is. I am genuinely excited, because when I was a kid, I didn't get to do a lot of PC gaming because I never had like a really cool like rig. And even now, that's just not how I spend my money, because I always get worried that it's going to be obsolete in like 2 seconds. But I'm updating my PC, and I get to put this little baby in, and so now I can actually play my favorite games on current gen and see how they were meant to be seen. And when Inquisition comes out, I am basically going to like burn my eyeballs out, because it's going to look so beautiful.
I forget who I was talking to, but I was talking about how I play consoles like exclusively, and part of the reason why is because as soon as I like would upgrade a computer, it's obsolete.
Yeah,
it's like a car. Like as soon as you drive it off the lot, it's depreciated.
Yeah, it's just like
I know, it's so crazy. And I just get very anxious about it. But everyone was like, I was like talking about it, and everyone was like, oh, no one wants we don't need to talk about like graphics cards. That's like, technical and boring. And I'm like, this looks really cool. Look at this. It looks cool. There's a fan on it. Like that. I'm sorry, but that is technology.
Fans make everything.
It looks intense. Look at that. This
fans make everything cool.
Like, look, I could do a photo shoot with this little baby and be like, yeah.
I'm
Come
not
on, tell me that this doesn't look cool. It looks cool. It looks all cyberpunk.
Doesn't look what cyberpunk?
Yes, it does. Look at this.
I needs more random characters.
It just needs like those
some
vinyl
tube
dreads. Yeah, the vinyl dreads.
Vinyl dreads.
Oh my god, wouldn't that be an amazing offshoot of cosplay where you start cosplaying your home appliances?
They do that. They make custom PC cases. People have been making ones that are dragons.
PC modding is so cool.
Yeah,
when I went to Gamescom a few years ago, I went to the PC modding area, and it's very confusing because when you think of modding, I usually think of modding a game like Machinima or a tool set. And so I was like, oh, I guess we're going to go see what people have done with different tool sets. And then I went in and I was like, this computer's made out of a volcano. It's crazy. I can see you doing PC modding, Lizzy, if we could get behind the fact that as soon as you open a PC, it is worth $100.
Okay, so I use a prepare for the hate. I use a Mac exclusively for all my computing, just because, I don't know, everybody in science, at least in the physics community, tends to use Macs because they're Unix-based. So because I code, it's all it makes it easier to do it in, a Unix sort of system. But that said, I'm not necessarily anti-Microsoft, and Apple's
you had an Android for a long time.
I still have an Android phone. I love it. It's the Moto X. It's got a wood back. I love it.
So it's not like you're an Apple fangirl.
No, I'm not a fangirl. I have my X phone, which I absolutely love. And I have my Android phone, and then I have my Mac.
Xbone, Lizzy. I don't like it. I never have, and I never will. I won't get behind Xbone. That's weird.
Good thing I don't let your preferences dictate the words I use.
Oh my God! Stop trying to shame me just for having an opinion.
Boom.
I haven't had a chance to say that, but you're the first person who has said it to my face, so I could be like, I don't like that word. It sounds vulgar to me.
Well, so does P and V. So.
Yeah, and that comment got deleted after they posted it 5 times.
It did.
So say Xbone 5 times, and you're gonna get kicked from the chat.
Xbone.
It's not like
Lizzy, don't. I'll have to do it. I'll have to. I know how to kick you. I read about it.
It's not like Bloody Mary.
Right-click, hide from broadcast, profile, eject, mute. I could do it. I have the power and the glory.
Why were you yelling it out like you were talking to Mission Control?
Because they're listening.
What? Mission Control isn't the NSA. God, Jessica, get your
Don't you think that the NSA has a mission control? I do.
Do you guys want to go see Guardians of the Galaxy on Thursday?
Why are we talking about this on the Crabcast?
I don't know. I just was asking.
Regardless, my answer is yes.
As my mother would say, you're putting me in an uncomfortable position, Ollie.
Just say yes.
Well, it depends on what time.
Okay.
It would have to be a very, very late showing.
Midnight showing.
Midnight showing?
Yeah.
Well, that's when it gets shown because it doesn't come out until Friday technically.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't do very well when I don't get any sleep.
All right.
Okay, Holly,
I also
it's
don't
going to be
waiting in lines. And I don't like going to the movie theaters.
It's going to be the Wonder Twans at Guardians of the Galaxy.
Twans. What were you? Swag. That's what you're saying. We kept getting
too much
stuff at Comic-Con, so we just started making up words for swag. So Lizzy and I swag, 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 and I'm sure Jessica was just rolling her eyes really hard, but I was laughing really hard.
Why would I roll my eyes?
Swag. I don't know.
Swag.
Swag.
Look how wide my eyes are open and not rolling at all.
Well, what's your swag word, Jessica?
My swag word? I just say free stuff.
See? Swag.
Swag.
So I'm going to.
I think I said the word
swag to get some.
Swag is in the description. It's in the description of this.
Good,
in the video it says swag.
You say swag.
You can go change it if you want.
I want to say we're going to Chemican to get first swag.
love Kermit Kern because I can get lots of swag.
Kermit Con would be the coolest, like a Muppets convention. Kermit Con.
Oh,
is that your Kermit impression?
People are asking about Night Vale Live. It was really, really cool. Cecil was so amazing live, but they didn't do the weather, which makes Lizzy happy because Lizzy hates the weather.
No, Jessica hates the weather.
Sorry, Jessica hates the weather.
I just wish the weather was at the end, so if I don't like the song, I can skip it without missing part of Cecil. There's a lot of songs on there that I just don't care for.
Someone in the chat noticed that I'm in my kitchen and like you can see the like wall of liquor behind me.
Awesome.
Here's the story behind the wall of liquor is when people come over. I have wonderful friends, and they always bring liquor, and I'm not a heavy drinker at all, so the liquor just piles up.
Oh, bullshit. Bullshit.
I'm not. I will drink like wine and like beer, but like I'm not like a hard liquor drinker. Like
there's not even much hard liquor in there. It's like weird shit that no one drinks.
I know that people brought over, and I was like, I don't know what this is.
There's
I don't
like
know what
sake in there, like not even normal sake, but weird sake, like soy sauce sake.
Yeah, and that's just like,
Like, people brought you incredibly specialized beverages that don't mix with many things.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyway, it made me laugh that behind me is just like a wall of liquor in my, like, 70s themed kitchen, which is awesome.
Wow, chicka, wow, wow.
Yeah.
I think it's time for us to wrap up the Crabcast for this week. Do you guys have any parting words that you would like to leave with our viewers, listeners?
Viewers, listeners?
Yeah, just in case, I don't know, you have this minimized because you can't stand to look at our faces. It's valid.
Maybe they're working.
Exactly. Maybe they don't have a dubious reason. Maybe they're just working because we posted this too late at night.
Yeah.
They're falling asleep to it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Oh, that'd be great. Why don't we do a Crabcast where it's like soothing Crabcast where we help people fall to sleep?
Because that's just not possible. What would a soothing Crabcast even sound like?
I don't know. I just got a Mary Poppins.
Yeah, no. You were right, and there was just silence.
Happy piano music.
Anyway.
Well, Comic-Con was really fun. We got to do Welcome to Night Vale. Holly dressed up as her Rocket Raccoon for the first time. I guess we have Mojo as a co-host.
It's Mo! Yeah.
I think this is a pretty soothing podcast right now.
I don't know. I think this has gone to a weird place. With Holly patting her cat's butt.
That's how she does the meows.
And now there's ass. There's like actually there's
get her butt out of the way.
There's cat anus. So
it got pornographic. We had to cut away from Holly. Holly's gone.
She's mad now.
Well, yeah, she's not some cam girl showing it all. Showing it all.
So Holly unveiled her Rocket Raccoon, which she was working on last week, and that's why she couldn't be on the Crabcast.
True.
We all dressed up for Welcome to Night Vale. Holly gave away fossils with blathers, and you can watch the video on her channel. I demoed for BioWare, and I didn't lie about our game, which I was wanting to. I kept wanting to say things to make people mad at the end, like thank you everyone, thanks for visiting our demo, go see our friends at The Witcher, and everyone was like, you can't say that, and I was like, why? It'd be funny.
I love it so much.
So funny. Where Jessica was demoing too was like, it was like I'd never seen this before. I don't know if this happened last year, but in the Hyatt or whatever the hell it is next to the convention center was like this whole room filled with all the stuff from PAX. Like it looked like PAX. I was like, you don't even need a ticket to get in here.
It was the Xbox Lounge. It was a Microsoft Lounge.
It was crazy. It was huge. Like it blew my mind that it was outside of the con and that big.
Yeah, and the people from Lionhead Studios came over and talked to me, and I freaked out. And I was sitting on the stage, and I fell back. I fell backwards and literally went like this. And I was like,
She
"That
did.
was
I
not
saw her. I
professional."
saw her do it.
It wasn't professional, but I love fables. So, yeah. So we all had
Fable,
fun.
fable,
Fable, fable, fable, fable, fable, fable. Oh, and a chicken gets kicked.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah. Welcome to Albion, everyone.
Chickens
So yeah.
no.
It was really fun, and oh, except for the part where I was sick and had 3 infections, and
You're
I
better
thought
now,
I had
though.
appendicitis. Next week on the Crabcast, I'll show you my CAT scan, which I would just like to say, CAT scans are not what TV makes them out to be.
In what way?
You know how like you're just like, oh, you lie on a table and then they like scan you?
Yeah.
No, they put you in a machine.
Yeah, you're in like a tube.
Yes, yeah, but that's not all, guys.
Also, apparently they make your tattoos get weird. Did your like tattoos hurt?
No, that's an MRI machine, and that's, I think, a myth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, why? Unless you've got
That's
some
good.
sort of, unless you have some
MRI
sort of
magnets.
like, yeah, unless you have some sort of ferromagnetic material in your tattoos, which I don't know how tattoo ink is made, so.
No,
That would be pretty
the only
sweet.
problem with MRI machines is if you have one of those at-home tattoos, and then it could be a problem. But no, CAT scans are, they use radiation, and for a lot of times, you have to get a butt plug first.
Really?
What? Why?
Yes. I don't know. I took a picture of me in the butt plug, though, not inserted into me, but I was like,
Wait, you actually, whoa, you actually had the butt plug?
yes, because they said that they had to do like contrast scan,
Ooh.
like so they put like fluid or something, and it was so
Ooh.
awful. And then I started thinking about every single television show where a character has a CAT scan, and I was like, did Will Graham have a butt plug inserted into him when Hannibal was doing a CAT scan on him? Spoiler alert, we'll never know. And I asked, and they said maybe.
Spoiler alert, we'll never know.
Look at this. Look, here's me in the CAT scan machine.
With the butt plug.
Where is it? It's like very light. There, you can see it right there. See? I have to tilt it like that way so you don't. Okay. God damn it. Look, you can see it. It's right there.
All I can see is that it's a little bit too big for me to be comfortable with it.
In your butt. And then that's not the worst part. Here in the butt plug part, see right there? Right there is a balloon. And they blow the balloon up in your butt.
Wow, I love how you complained about like talking about P&V, and then you're like, oh, the inflatable butt plug.
I didn't complain about P&V at all.
I did.
That was Holly who blocked them.
I didn't block them. I just said don't keep saying.
She said be nice. Anyway, so then they inflate this balloon, and then they have to like pump like some kind of like contrast fluid so that they can see like your different organs. And it like felt like really bad cramps, and the lady who was like letting me take selfies everywhere, because I was like, this is like the only way I'm gonna get through this is like by making this a big joke. She told me she's had people run out of the room, and that most of the people who can't handle it are guys, and she said it's because like I mean, things up your butt, guys, come on, like it's not for everyone. And B, she said that guys like have a really hard time dealing with it because girls are used to like having cramps, but guys don't know what cramps feel like.
I thought you were gonna say something else entirely.
Yeah, like girls are used to having like
having it up the butt.
Yeah.
Girls are used to having it take it up the ass. No, but guys aren't used to like cramps. So when that cramping sensation happens and like a girl is like, it just feels like the worst period of my life, a guy is like, why am I dying? Have you had a CAT scan? Tell us in the comments below.
That's crazy.
I feel like they were trolling you, and most people don't get butt plugs. That's just, I don't know. That's the sense I get.
It happened, and it's a thing. But now I have my CAT scan results because I was like, hey, can I please keep a copy of my CAT scan? And they were like, we could show you on the screen. I mean, unless you like really want to take it home and examine it. And I was like, that's exactly what I want to do. So they gave me my CAT scan because I'm probably going to get a bill for like $1,000 for getting it up the butt. But yeah, so next week on the Crabcast, I will share my CAT scan so you can see what my organs look like.
Yay.
It'll be an intimate experience for everyone. But Comic-Con was great. We had a lot of fun, except I had a fever the whole time, and I was on 2 different antibiotics because I had 3 infections, and that is why my organs were all swollen, not because I had appendicitis, which we originally thought. And yeah, any last thoughts, Lizzy, on Comic-Con or the Crabcast before we sign off?
Can we not talk about butt plugs next week?
Well, you're the one who keeps bringing them up.
Touche. Touche.
All right, everyone, that's the Crabcast for this week. Leave a comment down below, and next week we will pick at least one of our favorite comments and discuss them.
If other people do their homework.
See you guys next time, and don't forget you can send us mail and art and things, and we'll also discuss it here. All right, everyone, Crabcat out. We will try to make it more professional next time. Peace.
That's a lie. Bye.
Bye, everybody.